Hey guys, this is your girl Nandi Mashobo and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your very first time coming to this channel, I'd like to say thank you very much for joining us today, and I hope you do press on that subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, well, I'd like to say thank you for trusting me with your time, and thank you for subscribing. To everyone out there, please do tell your friends, tell your family to come and subscribe to this channel because it's gonna be amazing. I'm not just saying this because it's my channel, but I'm just saying it because it's gonna be so authentic. It's gonna bring you things that you might know but have not probably taken seriously or might have not practiced, and I'm here to bring it to light. I'm bringing things that we normally can do every day but we just sometimes choose to neglect and not do. And those things I'm talking about are things that are actually going to help live a better life, going to give you the best quality of life, And today, as you all know, we are going to be talking about the power of positive thinking. A lot of people that are successful, really successful people, know what I'm talking about. To anyone that is not sure what I'm talking about, well, the power of positive thinking is all about focusing your thoughts into things that have a positive and favorable outcome. So basically, these are the things that we normally think about, and we focus our minds and thoughts into thinking that the best is yet to come, in thinking that for that situation the best results are definitely going to come. Now, I'm going to be sharing a lot on how to actually get your mind into thinking that way, and how is it so helpful to actually be someone that is optimistic, someone that actually thinks of positive things and outcomes, as opposed to someone who's just pessimistic and someone who just always looks at everything as in a negative form, and someone who is just moping and walking around and not believing that the best is really yet to come. I want to share a bit on my story and how this way of thinking has actually helped me be where I am today. You're gonna learn about how important it is to actually be a positive thinker, right? I can't wait. We'll get onto it right now. So yes, I think most people that are actually practicing this power of positive thinking can really agree with me that it is so powerful. In fact, they'll be able to tell me the fact that what we think we can influence what happens around us is so amazing. In the book called The Secret, that I think most of the people or your friends or whoever have actually spoken about this book called The Secret, and have actually shared some information about it. It talks about the law of attraction. It also states that what we think about the most we become. So basically it means that if you think of anything and you focus your mind on it, and you tell yourself that you are going to achieve something and you will stop at nothing to achieve it, you are definitely in the end going to achieve it, as long as you tell yourself that you will stop at nothing. So being a positive thinker, one might I don't want anyone to make a mistake of thinking that being a positive thinker means that you do not see when negative things happen, or you just ignore them or anything. No. That's not the case. That's not the power of positive thinking. For example, can anyone tell me, and I'm sure someone can tell me out there, that what do most successful and most happy people focus on? Let me tell you what they do focus on. They definitely focus on what do they want, right? And they focus on how to get what they want. So those are the two most important things to them, is what do they want, and how to get what they want. That's the two things. And once they think of that, they put their minds into that and they focus on that, and they don't let anything else distract them in any way. They don't allow any small distractions to get to them, between them and they go. So they just focus on getting to where they want to get, and they just put their positive energy into it, positive thoughts into it. They believe in it, and they just keep feeding it this dream of theirs. They keep feeding it positive energy, and trust me, before you know it, they achieve it, and they move on to the next dream, and the next dream, and the next goal, and the next goal. So that's how they move, right? Okay, so according to a definition that I actually found in one of the readings that I had, I'm definitely going to read it, and I'm just going to elaborate more on it after I've read it. It states, positive thinking is a mental and emotional attitude of expecting good and favorable results. It's not getting discouraged when plans do not proceed as expected or planned, right? We've already covered that. It says, in other words, positive thinking is a process of creating thoughts that create and transform energy into reality. Right, we've already covered that. I just wanted to actually share a bit on my experience and how helpful has positive thinking has been in my life, right? So I remember myself being in a hospital bed, and the nurses were walking around, and the doctor came for his rounds that morning, and he told the one of the nurses that were helping me that he would like to see my mom, because he had an announcement or he had results to give me. And I recall my mom coming in the next morning, and we were like very nervous. We were expecting anything, but like now when the doctor really calls in, it's like, okay, now it's serious, right? And so my mom did come in, and the doctor like shared some news with us. He shared that because I was not feeling my feet, there's a great chance that I will not walk again, right? So my mom and I just looked at each other, and just tears flowed down as naturally they would. But there was this look that we gave each other of saying that, okay, doctors are doctors, but you know what? There is a God. There is someone greater than this, and that person is definitely out there, and there's like a greater universe out there, and that will help and assist us in, not listen per se to the doctors, or not taking what the doctors say and believing in it. So the doctors said that, and they left, right? So when my mom and I sat behind, and she was just like, okay, let's just pray. We prayed, and we prayed over the situation. We prayed over the situation, and due to obviously the injuries that I've sustained when I got shot, that was the reason why the doctor's report came back and said that I will not walk. There's a great chance, and if I do walk, it'll be a miracle. So my mom and I, being the prayerful people that we are, prayerful women that we are, and the believers that, with God anything is possible, we prayed. And with each day that came, I was very optimistic that there's no way I'm gonna not walk again. There is no way I'm not gonna walk again. And I just told myself that, and I remember every thought that I had around those days revolved around my walking. I just could not see myself not walking. It was just not something I was willing to accept. So what I would do, I would pray about it, and I would force my mind to focus on it. It's not like other thoughts didn't come. It's not that thoughts of not walking did not come. They did come. They definitely did come. They actually wanted to take over my train of thoughts, but I just did not allow it. I said to God, you know what? There's one thing I do know. You're not gonna fail me. And I prayed for the strength. That's one thing I did pray for. I prayed for strength, that He gave me the strength to be able to walk, and I would feed myself with thoughts of positive thinking. I was optimistic. I used to picture myself walking again. I used to picture myself wearing shoes again. I used to picture myself going to the gym, as I've always loved working out. I used to picture myself walking with my friends and laughing. I just didn't see myself not walking. Thoughts of that did creep in, but I just said, no way, that's not me, that's not my life, that's not how it's going to end, and it's not how I saw myself. I just never pictured myself that. And that's the power of positive thinking. I didn't want to only just do this vlog and be talking about other people's stories, books, and whatever. I just wanted to share something that I have experienced, something that has happened to me, something that will make anybody around me be able to take notes and believe and say, oh, okay, so this positive thinking really works. Or even a normal citizen, a stranger. I didn't want to make example of people that are already successful be the only example that I make. So as I said, what being an optimistic person means. Being an optimistic person means that you choose to focus on the good. You choose to focus on the glass being half full as opposed to it being half empty. You choose to say, even if my plans do not work out the way I want them to be, I will wake up and dust myself and try again. I will keep on trying and trying and trying until I get what I want or what I deserve, right? So besides being a pessimistic person or being a negative thinker, what good does that do? Why not choose a choice that will be beneficial to you, to the people around you, to your work, to your whole life as like a whole? And why would you choose to be a negative person when all it will do, it will depress you, it will stress you, it will chase people away from you? Because let's be honest, nobody wants to be around someone who's forever complaining. No one wants to be around someone who always has problems. No one wants to be around someone who always sees negativity in others, as opposed to looking for the good in people when they first meet them. Even when people that you know, it's always good to actually look for the good in everyone around you. It will not only help you and your relationships, it will actually help you, even your health. When you are a positive thinker, you focus on the good. And what does that do? It actually helps with your mental and your physical. Because when you think of positive things, they make you happy. Like, nobody ever dreams or actually think of their dreams and be sad about them. No. When we all think about our dreams, we all get smiles. We get excited because it's everything we all ever wanted, right? So when you do that, it actually releases some hormones, endorphins in our happy hormones in our body, and that actually makes us happy. It excites us. So that's what positive thinking does. So why not do something that will make you happy and create a beautiful life for you and those around you? Why walk around moping when you have a choice? Because thoughts are a choice. Yes, it's not easy to train your mind to think in that manner. However, okay, so in conclusion, one might ask, so Nandi, tell us, how do I apply this positive thinking, or how do I make sure that I am able to be a positive thinker or be more optimistic in my life? Well, you start by, you use positive words in your life. You use positive words to describe your life, your relationships, people around you, your job, everything you do. You remove yourself from anything that will cost you or that will force you into having negative thoughts. You just remove yourself from such situations, and you also use words that evoke strength and success. You see yourself as already being successful as opposed to someone who might fail. You think of yourself as being more successful than a failure. Okay, and you start also analyzing things that actually might have went wrong in your plans or in things that you were looking forward to. As in, if things, okay, one thing that is important to understand about positive thinking, it does not necessarily mean that you will not face challenges, as I keep stressing this. It just means that you now, as an advantage of choosing whether to look at this as a challenge or you look at it as a failure. You wake up from the floor and dust yourself up and try again, or you just sit on the floor and never wake up again. It's all part of who you are. It becomes like something that happens automatically. If you keep practicing it, trust me, you will succeed at it. You will be able to live by this. It's not hard at all. Another thing that people are not able to do is when they dust themselves and try again, most people do not know how to forgive themselves. When they fail, they just don't know how to forgive themselves. Learn to forgive yourself, and that will in turn help you be able to move on. And also think of failure as an opportunity. Think of failure as an opportunity to try again, and this time it will give you an opportunity to actually do better than the last time. And remember, when you do try again, you are not starting from level 0, you're starting from experience, and you'll be able to do even better, and better ideas will come the second time around as opposed to the first time around. The one thing I also know is that when you choose, just choose to be more of a positive thinker. I'll tell you why. When you're a positive thinker, you are prioritizing to actually think of the good in your whole entire life. And when you do that, you actually attract goodness into your life too. I've never seen any negative thinker change the world, but I definitely have seen a lot of positive thinkers change the world. They have the ability to change the world because they attract good things into their lives. So, without going any further, thank you for joining me at Nandi's Couch. I hope the information that I've given you is sufficient for you to make that change today. For anyone who wants to contact me or also want to have a one-on-one on things that pertains to life coaching and things that pertain to mental health wellness and spiritual health wellness, can just contact me at Nandi's Nandi Mahlobo on Instagram. And now the choice is yours. I've given you all the information that I can give in such a short space of time. And if you are still not able to understand how you can apply positive thinking in your life, you are so more than welcome to contact me. You can always contact me on Instagram. It's Nandi Mahlobo, and that's my IG name. And you will be able to can also send me emails on nandimahlobo@gmail.com. And those are the two ways you can actually contact me. And please make sure it's within reasonable hours that I can attend to you in a professional manner. And to anyone that has also been out there and listening, thank you very much. And do not forget to actually get more people to subscribe to this channel, because the best is definitely yet to come. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and the rest of the weekend. Mwah.